Sprinkles if you got them. Jack's Donuts. Find a location near you. Now.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor because land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
You're good at making big announcements.
We're having a go!
We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Craving comfort fresh food made from scratch daily? Check out Aspen Creek Grill. Located across from Hamilton Town Center and beside the Holiday Inn, we offer family farm-raised premium Black Agnes steaks hand-cut daily, creamy pastas, salmon chicken, and fall-off-the-bone ribs. Start with our famous powwow shrimp appetizer, and don't miss our refreshing drinks. Family-friendly or a great night out with friends. Aspen Creek Grill. Aspen Creek Grill, Noblesville. Call 317-559-3300.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
All I ever wanted was to feel loved. He said he loved me. My friends told me it wasn't a big deal. They thought he was so cool. But they didn't know what he wanted me to do.
All I ever wanted was to feel loved. You have no idea the kind of pressure I felt to take things to the next level. Things were moving so fast. I was basically the only person in the freshman class who hadn't done it yet. So, we did.
I loved him.
I thought she loved me.
My health class had CPR at school. I stayed after class to talk with the instructor about it. They showed me that it didn't have to be that way.
They showed me that I get to make my own choices.
There is another way.
That's the best thing CPR gives you. Another way. A better way.
A healthy way. Sometimes you don't see it because you're in your own world, but they don't make you feel bad. They talk to you like a real person, and they save kids from really unhealthy decisions. They tell the truth, and they know what they're talking about. So yeah, my life was different. I started to choose the better way.
I honestly don't know where I'd be or what I'd be doing had it not been for CPR.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirit, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
You want a career that will transform your life while you change the lives of others by helping them live well. With a health or exercise sciences degree from IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences, you will gain an in-depth understanding of the healthcare industry while preparing you for a variety of graduate and professional programs in health. And with Indy as your classroom, you will have clinical options within leading hospitals right in our backyard, as well as a degree from Indiana University, reputable leaders in the healthcare industry. It all starts here.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
After the Marine Corps, I was diagnosed with PTSD and became homeless for 15 years. Like a hermit living on the street, I just existed. I came to Wheeler Mission. Wheeler operates on a culture of kindness. Going through their programs reminded me that my meaning in life is to serve God. God set me free from anxiety and depression. Before Wheeler, I just existed, but today I live.
Sprinkles if you got them. Jack's Donuts, final location near you, now.
Hey conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks. Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid's solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo!
You saying I did?
So far, everything has gone according to script here in the 2023 Girls City Alliance Basketball Tournament. The number 1 and 2 seeds are here tonight at Cathedral High School playing for the championship. Heritage Christian coming in at 12-4 on the year. The Irish of Cathedral coming in at 9-9 on the season. Tonight's game being brought to you in part by IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences. Begin your journey today. Also by the Morales Group, building better futures one story at a time. Bertner Electric, serving greater Indianapolis and the surrounding counties. Piper Logistics, from warehousing to transportation, we do it all. and by Reynolds Farm Equipment, serving our customers and the community since 1955. Great to have you with us tonight. High school basketball on a Friday night. Troy Dargowski, my broadcast coach, Coach Al Reams, is joining us here tonight as well. All indications are, Coach, this whole thing could be a really good ball game because these teams are playing well right now.
They both are playing really well. And on top of that, they had a game earlier this year that ended up being a 59-55 type of game. So it was a really close match then, and I think both teams felt like they could play better.
Well, let's talk about those, break these two teams down. Here's how these two teams got here. When you look at the tournament run so far for Heritage Christian, they beat Attucks 59-46. They beat Chittard 52-36, and you had a chance to watch them a little bit last night. What do you think about Heritage Christian coming into this one here this evening?
Well, if I'm Coach Wiseman, I'm pretty pleased because the game they had with Chittard earlier in the year wasn't nearly that much of a spread. They struggled a little bit more early in the season with them. So that kind of improvement would tend to lead you to believe that they are pretty ready for tonight.
We have seen Heritage Christian quite a bit this year, so they're not a mystery to us. They've got some very, very good players, and they're led by Maya Davis, averaging over 21 points per ball game. So kind of how she goes is kind of how they go.
Well, you know, that's true, and when we have seen her, she's been very impressive.
Yeah.
She's a really, really nice player. She's a junior, and I could see her definitely being a part of a junior all-star type team. That's the type of player she is. She can do whatever she wants. She can get a shot. She can penetrate it. She's got quickness. She's got strength. I mean, she's the whole package. However, she's not the only thing they've got.
Yeah.
They've got a couple of sisters that both average in double figures. Matter of fact, one of the games we did, Corinne Marshall was out.
That's right.
And they still had a pretty dominant performance against Covenant. But between Corinne and Jocelyn, they both average over 10 points a game. Corinne coming in at 14.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad at all.
Three-headed monster right there. And when you talk about them, they don't shoot particularly well overall at 34%. They're at about 29% from three-point range. But the one thing, they will rebound the basketball, and they'll share the basketball tonight as well.
They rebounded extremely well. And one of the things that I look for is the number of assists you average a game.
Yeah.
And which means then that in this particular instance, Heritage, I know Coach Weissman stresses moving the ball with the pass as opposed to with the dribble. Well, that's going to lend itself to more assists. So they average, 10, 11, 12 assists a game. So with that in mind, they are moving the basketball with the pass, and that makes it much more difficult for defense to react.
And, Coach, they also defend well, only giving up, less than 50 points per game.
With the schedule that they play, that's really good.
Yeah.
They play teams that can score. And, hey, last I heard, if you average more than you give up, that means you're probably going to have a winning record.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and they're averaging 61.
Yeah.
So, they've got some room, but I know that Coach Wiseman will tell you, for them to get to where they want to get to, which is as far in the state tournament, it comes in on the defensive end.
All right, when we come back, we'll talk about the Fighting Irish. They're in the championship game with a 9-9 record, but don't let that record fool you. We'll come back, talk about Cathedral next, right here on IndianaSRN.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
It's very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid, getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
Back here at Cathedral High School, the Fighting Irish coming into this one at 9-9, and well, they've just kind of sailed through the tournament so far. They beat Cecina 73-29. They beat Purdue Poly 65-33, so they have shut down those two teams. Now, they've played a good schedule. I'm not saying anything against the Scene or Inglewood, but those aren't the best teams they played. That's why they're 9-9. That's a little deceiving.
They, just looking at the Sagarin ratings, and that's kind of I wouldn't call it the Bible for Indiana high school basketball coaches, but we rely on that quite a bit. And their strength of schedule is 6th in the state out of 400 schools.
Wow.
So you can tell the type of schedule they do play. Now, they're very good.
Yeah.
Make no mistake about it. I don't care what their record says. They are very good. And like Purdue, Poly Ingle, they're good.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a team that was coming in at 14-4, 14-5, something like that. Now, granted, they're a newer school, and they have done a tremendous job putting together a program in a short period of time. However, they're not the Cathedral standards by any stretch of imagination. Cathedral did do what they needed to do.
I wouldn't mind being, if you looked at the end of the year, if I were 10-10, 11-11, and I made a nice run because I played a really strong schedule. That's really when it matters, doesn't it?
Cathedral would probably tell you that the two most important games that they want to play during the year will be the city championship game and the sectional championship game. Because if you're there, you've beaten some good teams to get there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's talk a little bit about players to watch for tonight. We've mentioned 3 players that we would watch for Heritage Christian, but Cathedral has a couple of good players as well.
Layla Gold averages 22 points a game. Now, we had a chance when I was coaching at Greenwood Christian to play against Layla when she was at Park Tudor. And we held her to 32 one game.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. So she's very good and does it all. And I know that she's getting ready to commit or has committed to, I think, Valparaiso.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so she's getting to a point where she's achieving some of the goals that she set for herself. But they've also got Taylor Lewis is in double figures.
Yeah.
And they've got 3 other coaches or 3 other players in the 5-6 point range.
We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. Starting lineups coming up in a moment right here on IndianaSRN.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. His land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Let's go back to our public address announcer for the starting lineups for tonight's matchup. Their starting lineups, Davis, along with Corin Marshall, Jocelyn Marshall, Frost, and Geary. And then again for the Irish, Gold, Lewis, Wilson, Klein, and Beasley. Coach, keys to this one.
Well, for Heritage Christian, I think that is keep Gold somewhere around her average, a little bit less maybe, for and hit the boards. I mean, you got to hit the boards. For Cathedral, not much different. Do the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, you want to hold Davis a little bit and then hit the boards. Whoever wins the board has an advantage.
All right. We're ready to go. Cathedral in their home whites. They're the number 1 seed. The Eagles, the number 2 seed in the dark uniforms. You see Casey Frost there for the Eagles. And Taylor Lewis on the other side. The tip will be won. It'll be Fighting Irish basketball.
Heritage in a man.
Keep an eye on there, number 3, Gold. It'll be a fun one to watch here tonight.
She'll be running off screens, I believe, everywhere.
There's her first shot, 3-pointer good.
And she can shoot that. She leads them. I think she's got 24 makes for the year, so she can shoot that.
So a good start if you are a Fighting Irish fan. So now Heritage Christian with the basketball for the first time. And we'll keep an eye on that young lady right there, Davis, along with Jocelyn Marshall, who has the basketball.
Cathedral's in a man as well.
And they're a very good man, by the way.
Yeah.
Baseline shot short. Irish quickly back the other way. Get it to Gold.
Gold, and she didn't look to push it.
Gold will be guarded there by Geary. Here's a wide open 3 on the way. Good, and off to a hot start as Wilson makes it 6-0.
You know, Cathedral is hitting 30% for the season from there, and they're 2 for 2.
Not bad,
Not
bad. Well, and Coach, there's always an advantage when you're playing in your home floor, no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
Baseline drive by Corin Marshall, and we've got a 2-shot foul. Let's take a look at that other 3 here, Coach. See Wilson wide open.
And they didn't recover to her.
It was nothing but net.
Mm-hmm. Well, two 3-pointers made, no rim.
That's kind of coaching used to shoot. Or you coaching shooting used to coach, right?
Depending on the player, yes.
Yeah. It can make you a little good or bad, right?
Exactly. I always found that the player made all the difference in the world.
Exactly. 1 of 2 there for Marshall.
Now, Gold's a 6-foot point guard, and she does a good job of handling the ball. She'll pass and cut.
Here's another 3. That was Wilson again as the ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be
Heritage.
Yep, Heritage basketball. We're, by the way, located above the rim on the, right where you see the players inbounding the basketball. We're right above them, so our advantage point's a little different.
I'll tell you, I kind of like it.
It is different, yeah.
I like it, yeah. Nice pass.
Yeah, good drive and a block shot.
I'm not sure why she did that, but she got a good pass, could have gone straight out.
Back the other way, 3-pointer is going to be no good again as Wilson missed that one.
Good job of pushing.
And a turnover.
Took it probably a dribble too much, too deep.
This is Gold in the lane, missed it, rebounded by Geary.
Now Heritage Christian really does want to look to push the ball some.
Davis gives it up. Here is Marshall for 3. No. And it's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah.
It'll go over to the Irish.
Now, Cathedral got off to 2 for 2 from 3. Now they're 2 for 4. And this is where good basketball teams, they'll recognize, they'll settle themselves down. They'll move the basketball. They won't take as many quick 3-pointers as they were.
Well, one thing about this too, Coach, and here's a 3 on the way, short again.
I was right on that, wasn't I?
You were exactly right. And the other thing about it is Heritage doesn't want this thing to get too far out of the reach here early.
No. But I'll tell you.
Strong drive, a lot of contact there.
This is going to be a really physical game.
There's another turnover. Beasley, by the way, the one who shot that last one that missed it. This is Gold on the drive, reverse layup, good.
That if you don't take the baseline away from her, she can finish on that. That 6-foot crane does not hurt her at all.
And there was no backside help down here either.
There wasn't. Nobody stepped over at all.
So now it's an 8-1 lead as we're nearing the halfway point of this opening period.
The Cathedral's doing a good job of pressuring. Now, okay.
That's Frost, and one.
They might have been in a 1-2-2 zone then. Okay, I can't. I'll take a closer look next time. But you see how the middle was open.
Yeah.
That's where the weakness is on that zone. Okay.
I saw the end of it right there. Yeah, hard to tell from there what they were in, but
yeah. I mean, the middle was just wide open.
Foul was on Lewis, her first.
The Heritage Christian players are really intelligent players, and they'll take advantage of what they're given.
Molly Eckel is in. Eckel's not a scoring threat. Gives him a little extra rebounding. So what was an 8-1 score moments ago? We've been fortunate, if you're an Eagles fan, to get that down to 4 now.
Nice pressure out on top. That should be.
Yep. Turnover. Yeah. Oh, they're going to say no. It's going to stay here.
I think Davis knocked the ball out of bounds, I believe. Was it Davis? I don't know. I think it was.
Yeah, it might have been Davis. She's right underneath us here.
There's a 5-second count.
First turnover for the Irish.
Really good defensive pressure on that out-of-bounds pass.
Well, it's amazing how quickly a game can either expand or contract, because you're thinking, 8-1, here they go, and now all of a sudden you can get right back in this thing. And what a shot there by Davis.
That's the reason she is who she is. You're absolutely right. A couple of bad shots, and all of a sudden you let your opponent right back in the game.
So it's down to 2.
Nice fake.
Strong drive. Basket, good Lewis.
A really good job of a head and shoulder fake, getting the defender up in the air and then taking to the hoop.
Lewis averaging 11
great
per
pass.
Game. Nice
and
block.
Nice block.
Up. Got it for a travel on that one. Though.
And she did.
Here's Davis.
Here it is. No. Okay. Out of bounds.
Here it is, right here. There
nice. Very nice. Okay, they're playing man right now.
There's another block shot.
That's off Heritage, I think. No. Okay.
Gold will get the block shot, though.
Gold has got really nice length. And I'm going to tell you, it's hard to get a shot above her.
Yeah, especially when you're trying to reverse layup.
Exactly. I mean, she has an advantage anyway.
Clearly threw that one away, as you see Corin Marshall with the basketball. We mentioned early in the pregame, Jocelyn didn't play the last time we had Heritage. Off-balance shot, but a lot of contact there.
Yeah, they're going to let him play.
Davis trying to get the steal.
They're going to get her there.
Yep, got the foul against Davis. Hey, the Boo Birds are out already, Coach. It's early.
Well, obviously, the officials were wrong.
Yeah, obviously. At least to half the crowd, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, after that hot start by the Irish, it kind of came back down to earth a little bit.
Well, the game has slowed into what it's going to be now. You get off to a hot start and kind of pushes the game in one direction.
Klein shot the air ball.
So now after that hot start from 3, now pull up. There
you go.
That's part of what Heritage does. They will pull up off the break and take that outside jump shot.
Yeah.
We saw that against Covenant, actually.
So Jocelyn Marshall gets her first 2. And you can tell already she makes a big difference.
100%.
Here's Klein. Klein able to get her own rebound, huh?
Somebody didn't block out. And that goes back to our key to the game.
Gold wide open, yes.
Ooh.
Gold gave that look back to the Heritage bench like I told you.
I saw that. Which tells me somebody said something.
Yes, they did. Probably be quiet next time.
Yeah, that's what I would be. They're going to get her over. Yeah, not a choice. Good pass. And
there it is. There's the
really
look.
Nice. Really nice.
By the way, the last foul called against Heritage Christian, I think they got Corin Marshall her first.
Did. Yeah.
That was a pretty good move there by Davis, just rolled off the front of the rim.
It was a really nice move. That's what she's able to do, and she's going to make more of those than she's not. Yeah. Ooh. It's physical, I'm telling you. This city basketball is a lot different than small town basketball, I will tell you that. Now look at this. They're going to have to, referees are probably going to have to keep an eye on this, and they're going to have to tighten up in some place because these teams, they know each other.
Yeah. Well, and what was interesting is you saw Corin Marshall and Gold kind of jockeying for position out front, and then it got physical down on the baseline.
Exactly. Oh, what a play.
Davis makes the save to Marshall, Corin Marshall.
That's just great hustle on Davis's part.
Good look here at Gold, and boy, they're all over her. There are 4 black jerseys around here right now. That was a partially blocked shot, too.
Look at this. This is all Davis right here. Sweet. That was really nice.
Yantu Jones will come in now for Heritage Christian. She wears number 20.
Giving Davis a little bit of a rest.
Lean in, right hand, no, and a foul on the attempted putback. And that's going to go against Maddie Geary. So Gold go hard to the floor.
They're going to, both teams will pound both the offensive and defensive boards. This is going to be fun, Coach.
It will be. It's going to be, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, if they let him go a little bit, it's going to be even more fun.
Well, the bigger problem is if they end up not letting him go and then the player's not adjusting.
Exactly.
At that point in time, we'll see the ends of the benches.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Well, I was watching the coach for Heritage Christian, Coach Weissman. She was talking to the one official about some of the physicality. Kind of tell her, listen, we're kind of getting beat up here a little bit.
And I think that is that's something, and I do think the officials will get control of it. They'll talk about it probably at the end of the quarter, actually.
Just a 4-point ball game after an early 8-1 lead.
Nice
Wide
dish.
Open three. Gary,
Short.
no. Back over now to the Irish.
But, after that fast start by Cathedral, it's a 14-10 game.
Yeah.
It's settling into the type of game we thought it would be.
Well, I am really impressed, though, with Jocelyn Marshall, who we didn't get to see the last time. I tell you what, if she's in the lineup, that three-headed monster can be really tough there for Heritage. Got to travel. Third turnover now for the Irish.
Yeah, if you look at it, Heritage is averaging 61 on the year, and they play a tough schedule.
Yeah.
They can score the ball. Cathedral doesn't average quite as many points. They play a little tougher schedule, much stronger defenses, at least stronger defenses anyway. So it's going to be interesting to see who wins out here.
By the way, Maya Davis back in. She was not out very long. She
think
might have whiplash, Coach, the way that Coach Weissman pulled her up off the bench.
Well, I think for good reason.
Yeah, get in there. Ball goes out of bounds with 1.5.
Now, there's not much you can do in 1.5. You got to hope you get somebody off of a screen and a quick open jump.
The inbound. There's your three from the top. It is off the mark. That's going to do it after one. It's Irish leading it by 4.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, We can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Hoosier Basketball Magazine. It's now in its 53rd year. It is out, and you can order today at HoosierBasketball.magazine.com or call 317-925-8200. Follow the top high school and college players in their basketball preview. Thanks to Kip Wessner and Hoosier Basketball Magazine for their support of IndianaSRN. You said something which I think is really true, as that ball's thrown away. That'll be the third turnover for the Eagles. Is probably the Irish play a little more physical schedule. They play a little more physical game. You can kind of tell Heritage's reaction to that, right?
Yeah, I think you can. Now, and that's not to say Heritage doesn't, but Cathedral, with their own sectional, the teams that they play within their own section, which they'll play in the regular season, it's just they're large physical schools.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
There's a shot on the way off the glass. Good, as Gold continues to play well.
She's been obviously the player of the game.
Speaking of that, we'll have the Piper Logistics player of the game when it's all said and done.
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn now with 5. And it's back to a 3-point ball game. By the way, Gold has 11 here in the first half already.
She scores around 42% of their points every game. So, I mean, that's not an unusual, point differential there. I mean, they rely on her to score, period.
That is Gold. Guarded there by Gary. Gold will drive, drew the double team, and still scored.
If they can't keep her out of the paint, it's going to be a long, long night.
Yeah.
Because she's going to finish everything inside the lane.
Hey, you're right about her length and long arms, and hard to block that shot.
And I can tell you, Coach Weissman right now, that's her. That's what she wants. Keep her out of the lane.
That is a 2-point bucket by Davis. She was on the line.
And with it bouncing off the rim, going straight up and coming back down, they only gave her 1.5.
That'd be fun to score that the rest of the way, wouldn't it? Hey, tonight's game brought to you in part by Industrial Sales Associates. They've been an electromechanical component manufacturer's representative for Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan, and Eastern Tennessee for years. They say good luck to all the teams during this winter sports season. For more information, contact them at 317-546-1900. Well, so far, I think everything is kind of played out according to plan. You have number 1, you have number 2. We're going back and forth after that early 8-1 lead. Heritage Christian has outscored Cathedral now 15-10. So I don't think there's any surprises so far.
And with both teams, the best players have shown up.
That's right.
You know, and that's what you ask. You want your best players to play.
Yeah.
And because it always gives you a chance then.
That's right. And we have seen Gold do that. We have seen Maya Davis do that, not only in the scoring department, but in the assist department.
Exactly.
And then, of course, Jocelyn Marshall having a good first half as well.
Oh, nice feed.
Gold.
Oh, nice help there.
Yeah, about that double team.
Yeah.
Quick release, and way off the mark.
See, and that's what they've got to be able to do. They've got to be alert enough to help.
And there's a nice hustle down the line. Looked like that might have been out of bounds. But they will not get the call on that one. Baseline shot, good by Lewis. Boy, that was close down there.
He was right there, and he pointed immediately.
Yes,
so,
he did.
I mean, he was sure.
Back to 5. Got a foul at the other end of the floor. That'll put Casey Frost at the line.
Casey Frost is a sophomore that I think a lot of. I think she's going to be a really, really good player. On a team that has really good players, she does some really good things.
And at 5'10", plenty of room to grow.
Absolutely. And as a sophomore, plenty of room to mature.
Gold picked up the foul. Free throw no good. We will see Nia Huff come in now for Cathedral. And that'll give Taylor Lewis a chance to get a breather. By the way, Jason Delaney, the boys coach and assistant athletic director, will be with us at halftime. Their tournament coming up, if I'm not mistaken, they're already underway, of course.
Okay, they're kind of facing Gold right now. Oh, good blockout.
Wilson missed that shot. Here's Davis. Davis, nice hesitation.
Nice move. Oh, man, that quickness.
Yeah.
Quickness. And you're right, a great hesitation move.
Just that slight stop and then go.
Mm-hmm. As soon as she had her on her shoulder, she knew she had her.
That's right.
You know?
Beasley picks up the foul. Davis going to the line for the first time.
Okay, she's 1 for 1 this trip. And if she hits this one, it's a 2-point game.
You got to like that, yeah. You jinxed her.
Isn't that what broadcasters do?
Every time. Every time. Davis now with 5. Here's a shot from the corner. Good, and that'll be Wilson again.
Really nice shot from there.
Wilson only averages 7. She has 6.
Well, then if they get anything more out of her, then they've got to be really happy with that.
Nice
move again.
What a touch there by Maya Davis. We're seeing some pretty good shooting here, especially anything close to the basket for Heritage Christian, and then the 3 by the Irish.
You'll notice they're just facing Gold right now. See this? They're whatever it is, they're not letting her get any kind of position.
Yeah. Shot missed by Wilson. Here's a long-range 3. It was short by Corinne Davis. Or take that back, Marshall. This is Gold.
Now you'll see that whenever Gold has the ball, you'll have 2 or 3 different players eyeing her at the same time as the person on her.
And Cathedral wants to get a timeout right here. We will have a 30-second timeout. And remind you, tonight's game brought to you in part by Aspen Creek Grill. Feel like treating someone special to a delicious meal from Aspen Creek? Next time, go in for dinner and even buy some gift cards to share with your friends. Aspen Creek Grill, great food, and make sure, as Keith says, he likes to try that powwow shrimp. Must be hot. Aspen Creek located in Noblesville. Let's take a look at that last 3-pointer we saw by Wilson.
And that's made possible because of where her defender was in the lane, just in case Gold beat him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's got to make a decision.
Right.
She's got to pick her poison.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to be the coach drawing up the plays. Like now, if she goes out there, you got to go get the shot, but you got to stay here just in case.
Without a doubt.
Gold goes down.
And you don't mind being a player that benefits from that either.
Yeah. Exactly. So now the Irish, after that quick 30-second timeout with the basketball, skip pass will find Wilson.
Davis did a great job of hedging, then stopping the dribble. Oh, now that's not what Coach Wiseman was wanting. I can tell you right now, they expected that underneath person to step over, and it didn't happen.
By the way, for Catherine Klein, that is her first 2. Lead at 6. Yeah, posting up underneath, couldn't find anything. There's a blocked shot again by Gold. Frost are going to have to give her a head fake.
There you go. Nice shading there.
Wide open near side was Klein. Left-hand shot, 3-pointer is no good. Beasley can't get it to go.
Get her over the back.
Yep.
One of the things Heritage Christian is doing a good job right now down at this end is blocking out.
Yeah.
And they really have an emphasis on blocking out Gold.
Yeah.
And they've got somebody much smaller than Gold on her, but she's doing a good job getting her body into Gold.
Yeah.
And there aren't very many. I was watching down here where Gold was. There's not very many other black jerseys far away from her either.
Not at all.
They just make sure they're around a lot. Davis down on the baseline, turned it over. That's number 4 now for the Eagles.
Well, I think they average around 13 turnovers a game, give or take. So they don't average that many. So they're probably about where they should be.
So now the Irish trying to build on a 6-point lead in this city championship matchup. Well, they were chasing Wilson down on the baseline. Ball tipped. Turnover. Back the other way. And Wilson is
nice
there.
Pass.
What a great pass. Layup good by Davis.
What a pass. Really alert play.
Each team now with 4 turnovers.
It's what we thought it'd be. It's a close game all the way around.
Wilson, by the way, hit the 3 on the left side, came back to the right side, so they're kind of moving her around. Now, here's interesting. Gold has not touched the ball in a while, until now. Gold in the lane, no. Offensive rebound, yep,
Yeah.
They got Klein inside. It'll be on the floor.
And that's the first time in several trips. That's the first time in several trips that Gold has actually had an opportunity to get some position.
Exactly.
Okay, and that's what you can't allow. And Coach Weissman's talking over there about that right now. That she does not want Gold to get the ball in the lane.
Just saw that Maya Davis bucket. Inside, contact, no. Offensive rebound, put back, yes, by Gold.
The one thing I'll say about Layla Gold, she handles the physicality really well.
Yeah, Frost tried to take the charge. Here is a shot by Davis, no good.
Got over the back.
And you got that right. They got Frost. That'll only be, I believe, number 1 on Frost. 16 fouls now on the Eagles.
I think it's pretty spread out. I don't think anybody's got more than 1, do they?
Nope. Oh, I was going to say that actually. They say it's going to be number 2 on Frost, so correct me.
Okay.
Again, Jason Delaney will be our special guest at halftime. We'll not only talk about his team.
Okay, there you go.
We'll also talk about the tournament and the relationship with IndianaSRN.
Nice cut there.
Here's a 3.
Looks
Wilson.
good.
It was way short.
They got a foul. Oh, they got a jump ball. And
Gary
it stays here.
Yeah, Gary was in there.
Wow.
For Heritage. Heritage fans not liking that call again. Might be too much time to, there's some contact. Might be too much time to hold the basketball right here.
See the shading of Gold there.
And that is Gold out front. You see the time remaining here in the second quarter.
Right now, I think that's exactly what.
Oh, my. A 3-second call. You never see a 3-second call anymore.
Not often.
No, it's only my third this year.
I think that was number 14. And sometimes in a situation like that where the ball's being held up, you know it's not coming down, you just get lost
exactly
in what you're thinking. Okay.
Yep, that was Huff who got called for the 3 seconds. And you see now Davis there for Heritage will play for 1.
And that's exactly what they were. And then 3 seconds. See, exactly. Same very thing. They just got caught in the middle of the floor. And officials a lot of times won't pay attention to that.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's not in the play.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, but I've had 2 3-second calls this year, and now I've got 2 tonight.
and again, I think they felt like they had to call that one since they called the first one.
Gold misses the shot, and it will not count. We make it to the end of the first half. 27-21 Irish. We're going to come back, talk with Jason Delaney in a moment. right here on IndianaSRN.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
We're at halftime of the Girls City Championship, 27-21 your halftime score. And as we mentioned moments ago, Coach Jason Delaney kind enough to be with us here at halftime. You're also the assistant athletic director, so I see you got basketball practice, you do all the other things, and you get to do this too, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of free time on my hands right now, but no, I'm just kidding. It's fun. You get to see a lot of different programs. You get to see a lot of different teams. And the city tournament's always a great time of year. And it's kind of, for the girls, it's kind of marking the wind down into the sectional. And for the boys, it's kind of that last push before the sectional as well.
We're going to talk about the boys team here in a couple of moments. And I know from a standpoint how long IndianaSRN has been with the City Alliance tournament, and an opportunity not only to showcase the teams, the schools, but the players as well.
It is, and you guys do a fabulous job every year. Just the coverage is given to both the boys and the girls city tournament. I mean, that's people that are far away, they get to see it. You guys do such a quality job, and we really appreciate everything you guys do and bringing attention to the student athletes of the City Alliance. I mean, some of them wouldn't get the publicity, and every team gets that publicity.
Yeah.
And it's something to shoot for, too, because it's going to be streamed, and a lot of people are going to see it, and that provides opportunities for a lot of student athletes.
Yeah, I think Keith mentions the 12th year now that we've been a part of this, and we're certainly glad to be a part of it. Let's talk a little bit about the boys' side. Talk about your team. I know there's certainly coming into this year a lot of expectations, and you guys are living up to those expectations.
Well, we talk about pressure is always a privilege. It means you have an opportunity to do something great. And, first and foremost, we have outstanding kids in our program, and we just love coaching them. And, in a way, it's bittersweet because we've got 5 seniors, and 4 of those guys have been here since, they were freshmen. And it's kind of an end of an era with the group that graduated last year and then the group that will graduate this year and here. And it's just kind of, you're trying to enjoy every moment of it. And, we're looking forward to coming in and trying to defend our city title and, and defend our state title later on in the year. But again, it's just a great group of young men, and I'm just blessed to be their coach and be around them each and every day, and the coaching staff who puts in countless hours for us to have success.
I have watched you guys several times this year. In fact, just recently saw you up in LaPorte, and you're playing a lot of really good basketball teams.
Yeah, and that's kind of the point, with our sectional and us being the smallest school in that, we've got to challenge ourselves game in and game out. And so, we kind of have the motto, anytime, any place, anywhere. And, we're playing the Chicago Simeon, who now is number 4 in America. And, those experiences for our kids as well is what we do this for. Everyone's going to make the sectional, and so, the wins you want are the 7 at the end of the year. And so up until that point, you're just trying to get better. You're trying to challenge yourself. You want to see every different style. We go from playing Simeon, whose average is 70-some points a game, to playing Carmel the other night, who, scores 49 points a game. And luckily for us, we're able to be a chameleon of styles, and we were able to play that style of Carmel and pull out a win the other night.
You have undoubtedly one of the best players in the country right now, and you just watch him playing, how smooth he is, and the way he has developed over the years has been remarkable. Talk about his development.
I mean, he came in kind of a young deer, who was kind of falling all over the place, and to his credit, he worked really hard, and he wanted coaching, and at times he wanted hard coaching. He would say that to us. And he's going to really get hard coaching after this year up at Michigan State. But, and I'll look like like softy compared to Coach Izzo. But, he's a humble kid. He never walks in and demands attention. He just blends in with everyone else. And all our guys are like that, and that's why we work, And at times I think he gets kind of overshadowed as well. I mean, that sounds, kind of crazy. But we have so many talented kids. Jerron Tibbs has been outstanding for us. Jake Davis and some other guys. And, he kind of, like the other night, he had 6 points. But he impacted the game so many ways, from rebounding to blocking shots. But they also put everyone in there to take him away. So now that opened up other guys. And so, sometimes people look at the stats scoring-wise, and last year we had 5 guys that averaged double figures, and it's not always about the scoring. It's about other things that you're bringing to the table and the attention you draw that allows your other teammates to kind of go off that night.
What does your schedule look like here in the next couple of weeks? Before you know, we're going to be we've already mentioned again, the girls are winding down, but you guys are going to be getting pretty close here soon.
We are. I mean, we're excited. Over the weekend, we're going to go to Dayton and play in Flying to the Hoop, which is one of the top showcases in America. We play Pickerton Central, who is preseason number 14 and won the state title in Ohio. So it'll be fun the 2 state champions to get together, and then the city tournament. And then we go to Louisville and play Louisville Western, who's number 4 in the state in Kentucky. Then we go to O'Fallon shootout and play Jeremy Fears and his Joliet West team, and him and his brother are both big-time recruits. And, then we play Fishers at home on senior night. I mean, it's just one after another here, but it's fun, and you want to enjoy all these games with your kids.
Well, that's a heck of a schedule, man. If you're not tournament ready, nobody is.
That's our believing. We believed it helped us out last year, and by the time we got to the state championship, we believe that strength of schedule really helped us, and and led us to that state championship game.
Cathedral High School, you look at the tradition and the banners and the state championships and all sports. It's got to be just a privilege to be here.
Oh, it's beyond a privilege. I am so blessed to walk into this gym and you see excellence. And every day I'm working with Hall of Famers. Rick Stripes, CAD, won the most state football titles, so I get to learn from him. Linda Bamrick's in the Basketball Hall of Fame. Sean McGinley's winning multiple wrestling titles. Ed Freege's, wins the baseball titles and getting to the final. I mean, every day I'm allowed to be around coaches who I can learn from. And that's the great thing, because no matter what, I'm still learning, and I can, ask them advice and stuff. So this is a place of excellence. I love being here, and as the tagline says, greatness is calling.
Hey, before I let you go, I got to ask you, I've lost all my hair a long time ago, but Jake Davis has some extra hair. Does he ever say, listen, Coach, I mean, maybe you can share some with all of us?
I wish with the new NIL, Head and Shoulders is probably waiting for him when he gets to Mercer. He'd be a great spokesman for them.
I think he would. Coach, good to see you again. Thank you
so
as always. Appreciate it. Good luck the rest of the year.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll come back more at halftime as we're at the halftime of the girls' game. Irish leaded by 6.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Back here at halftime as we're getting prepared for period number 3, 27-21. Coach, when you look at the first half, as we said, it kind of went according to plan. And every time it appeared that maybe the Irish are going to run away with it, then all of a sudden Heritage come right back. 2 very, very good, balanced basketball teams here tonight.
2 very well-coached basketball teams.
Exactly.
And that makes all the difference in the world. They both got, outstanding players. They both have a plan. They both try to execute their plan. sometimes it doesn't go according to plan.
Yeah.
And so when that's the case, then it's who makes the biggest adjustments. And one of the things that I thought Heritage did a good job of late was taking Gold out of the play when Gold came into the lane.
Yeah.
Now, early on, she got everything she wanted to get down there. But as the half wore on, they did a much better job of taking that away from her. Now, on the other hand, Davis, I should say, has had a lot of lane to drive.
Yeah.
And she's penetrated several times. She hasn't finished every time, but she's gotten there.
Yeah.
The other piece of that is Cathedral's got so much length,
Yeah.
it's making it difficult for them to finish at times.
Gold, by the way, 15 unofficially in the first half, 4 by Lewis, 6 by Wilson, 2 by Klein.
Mm-hmm.
And on the other side, Davis with 7, 3 by Corinne Marshall, 5 by Jocelyn Marshall, and then 4 by Casey Frost.
That's who you would expect to do the scoring. Okay.
So Heritage will be in front of us here in the second half. We'll get a close look. Step back, shot on the way.
Oh, nice
Good,
shot.
Jocelyn Marshall.
Nice shot. That was a nice step back. A lot of kids can't hit that because of the length.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I'm getting an opportunity to see her tonight. As you alluded to earlier, we did not see her the last time I did one of their games. She really adds a lot to this team.
With her, that's a third scorer.
Yeah.
A third real scorer, I should say.
So now Cathedral with the basketball. That shot's off the mark by Wilson. Corinne Marshall quickly gets it up the floor. Jocelyn will drive it on the baseline. And
nice
then
pass.
The jumper,
wow.
good. There's Davis.
Really nice, quick. And I think we're seeing right now would that be right? Tie score?
Tie score, 27.
Wow.
5 unanswered here in this quarter. Triple teamed and able to get away from the 3 players that had her boxed in. Gold again, now with 17.
Gold has been very impressive. Short.
Here's another 3.
Do that, and not one Heritage kid went after the ball.
Boy, it's hard to believe Gold was able to get away from all those defenders, though. Here's another 3 off the mark.
That's her talent. I mean, that is absolutely a really talented young lady.
Klein, by the way, missed that shot. The drive by Davis.
Nice. Davis just has a knack for getting to the bucket.
Yeah.
No matter how she's being guarded. I mean, she's got that step that just gives her an advantage.
And she's not really big. Here's a shot from the corner, air ball. But she's always able to find a way to get to the rim.
I think if Heritage can take the lead here, it'll be the first lead of the night.
By the way, 13 points by Davis. I think you're right as well. They were down 8-1. Shot in the corner? No. That was Corinne Marshall.
And see how they call that.
And it's going to go the other way.
I just thought Heritage might have pushed it through a Cathedral hand.
This is good a step back as you're going to see.
A really difficult step back. I mean, you're talking a step back to 22 feet.
Yeah. So still a 1-point lead for the Irish in this championship game. Another 3 short by Wilson.
Wow. Now, you're not seeing Gold touch the ball as much right now.
Exactly.
And I think for Cathedral to really be successful, she's got to handle it quite a bit.
Yeah, I agree. Well, and sometimes, too, the players fall in love with that three-point line so much.
Well, we saw it in the first half with them.
They did.
They hit the first couple, and then they missed about 3 or 4 in a row. Oh, that was a really difficult play to make.
5 turnovers now for the Eagles. Quickly back the other way, and missing the shot is Klein.
That's going to be a Heritage ball.
Klein unable to grab that one clean.
Looks like to me somebody's assigned to get a body into Gold whenever a shot goes up.
Kind of reminds me of, like in football, you have that linebacker who's going to spy on that running back.
Right, quarterback, whoever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Davis gives it up now to Jocelyn Marshall.
Oh, my
nice
goodness.
Shot.
That's a left-handed shot that went up there. And that's their lead. That's their first lead, I believe.
It is. 10 points now for Jocelyn Marshall.
Oh, right into nice help. That was really nice help side. I mean, it stays down at Cathedral, but really nice job of collapsing into the paint.
Going to be a full timeout by the Irish, and right now Heritage Christian leads it by 1.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment, whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
It is a 9-2 run right now for the Eagles coming out of halftime. And, you know, as coaches, you always talk about how you end a half, how you begin a half, or a quarter, whatever the case may be. And sometimes if you don't come out ready to go after halftime, you kind of find yourself behind all of a sudden. So,
you know, unfortunately, all coaches have those stories.
Yeah.
You know, we did what we wanted the first half. Second half got off to a slow start. You lose the game.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the end result. And so right now, Heritage definitely has the advantage as far as the energy and what they were able to accomplish in the first half of the third quarter.
Yeah, you're hoping the players will come out in the same focus maybe that they had in the first half. It just doesn't always happen that way.
No, I mean, and the thing is, they're still, 15, 16, 17-year-old kids.
Yeah. Entry pass underneath.
That's really difficult. I mean,
Gold missed it, able to get the rebound, put back with the left hand.
Yeah. They're not going to be able to play behind her.
Here's a three the other way by Corin Marshall.
In and out.
By the way, Gold with 19 now. That is Gold driving and gets 2 straight.
It makes a difference when she has the ball in her hands.
I guess the idea was get it to her again.
Get the ball in her hands.
Yeah.
Okay, there's somebody coming over the top.
Yeah, 3-point lead. That'll be Wilson with a foul.
Well, Heritage still is in a reasonable position right now. Even though Cathedral scored the last 4 points, Heritage still has the advantage for the quarter. And I think they've got a good plan.
Coming off that screen is Davis. Will not get the basketball.
Look at that, nice speed. And she missed it. Oh. She was able to turn a corner. It was really good speed.
Geary unable to get it. Turnover back the other way, and layup good at the other end by Davis.
Really nice play, and a nice job of Geary of getting the ball up to Davis.
Got another tie-up, and the possession arrow will go
Heritage.
to Heritage. Yep.
I'll tell you what, if I'm Heritage, I'd love to see Davis start each half court with the ball in her hands. Just see what's there. She can make things happen like few other players can.
Yeah,
probably she and Gold are as too good as there are in the city.
Yeah. Marshall driving, and a foul call against Klein.
Really nice job. She got her on her side. And once defender is on your shoulder, you've got her.
Yeah. Corinne Marshall to the free throw line for just the second time. 1 of 2 tonight. Chance to regain the lead.
Heritage shoots 67% from the line. I'm not sure they're there tonight.
I don't think they are. We'll run those numbers down. I think they're just a little over 50%.
Well, if you're 67%, it gives you a chance to win. If you're 50, it doesn't.
Yeah. 1 of 2.
Tie game, Coach.
Yep. Right back to where we started.
Mm-hmm.
Beasley at the point now. We did see earlier Gold running the offense. We're using Gold down there, down low, and she's being shaded there by Gary again.
Absolutely, and not only shaded by Gary, but everybody else got her eye on her too.
That's right. It's like playing 5-on-1.
Exactly. There we go. See, okay, now, she gets her to stop. Davis does, and then she pops back out to her own man.
Just enough to show and move.
Right.
Boy, getting that lane like that, huh?
See, now they called 2-3 seconds earlier.
Not that time.
Not that time.
We got a foul at the other end of the floor, and we'll go to the free throw line.
It was a nice drive.
I think they got Wilson. If they did, that's number 3.
They did.
Oh,
they got Frost.
Oh, they got Frost instead?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Take that
and
back.
that's 3.
Yeah, so it is 3 on Frost, the number 35 there for Heritage. Off the inbound, here's Gold.
Nice
spinning
spin move.
Left hand, yes, and
they're going to count that, yeah. But the difference was then, with where she was in the lane, there was really nobody to pop over and stop that spin.
Yeah. Coach Wiseman talking with the official who made the call there. You saw it right there, and nice touch.
Mm-hmm.
Foul on Gary, that'll be number 2. So Frost with 3, Gary with 2 now. 24 points now for Layla Gold. So now Heritage down by 3. Pull-up jumper on the way, no good by Frost. And it'll be Irish basketball. Irish in the half court, but there's the hands of Davis.
The quickness of Davis.
Davis on the way, yes.
Oh, my goodness. When the ball got knocked away, that ended any chance for a layup, but, 14 feet didn't bother.
Didn't bother a bit. 17 now by Davis. Back to a 1-point lead.
If I'm not mistaken, that's a 10-point quarter then.
We come up on 60 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. What will the Irish have in store here? They've got Gold down on the low block on this right side.
Yeah, they're going away from it now.
The jumper no good.
There's going to be an over the back, so it's going to be Heritage ball.
Klein missed the shot.
Mm-hmm.
Foul will go against Beasley.
Now, Layla Gold is starting to, these last few possessions, she's been down around the block area.
Yeah.
And kind of away from the ball. Now, if the ball had come off right, she had an offensive rebound because nobody was blocking her out from the weak side.
So now will Heritage? Nope, they won't go for one. They're going to shoot immediately off
nice.
that one. Marshall missed it. Put back,
she missed it again.
They're going to get another offensive
my
opportunity.
Goodness.
Try it again. Here's Frost.
Oh, and they finally got something. There was a lot of contact for about 3 or 4 shots.
Lots of offensive rebounds, too.
Man, yeah, and as we've talked the whole game, it's been physical.
Yeah.
And that was no exception.
They got Lewis for number 3 now.
Fouls are starting to pick up a little bit.
Yeah. Will they be a big factor in that fourth quarter?
Well, as soon as somebody picks up their 4th,
that's a big factor.
It's a big factor.
Chance here for Heritage to take the lead. No.
They just can't put free throws.
Yeah, they missed a lot of front end of the 1-and-1 or the 2-shot fouls.
It's difficult.
Fighting Irish back the other way, and we got a tripping foul, and that's going to be number 4 on Frost.
Now that hurts them. Okay, that hurts them. I'm surprised that they're not getting somebody in. Or maybe it's only 3 on Frost. No, it must be 4.
Unless they didn't call it on Frost.
They
Maybe they got somebody else.
They're
going to get a Marshall.
Corinne Marshall.
All right, so that helps them a lot. It's only 2 on her. 10 seconds remaining. Little up and under, short. Offensive rebound, put back, no, and we'll go to the line. This will be Lewis.
Now there is, I believe, Frost's 4th.
Well, You're right.
Yeah, wow. Now that's a big foul because she'll now have to set until Coach Wiseman feels like she has to have her in there.
Yeah. Here's Lewis. We'll get one more as you'll see Frost leave and Eckel coming in.
Important to get a block out here.
Now a chance for the Irish to take the lead, and they will.
You have 5 seconds left, basically, 4.9.
Full court pressure, though. Here's Davis. Davis, the runner.
Got it.
No.
Oh, nice attempt.
We head to the 4th. Irish lead it by 1.
You want a career that will transform your life while you change the lives of others by helping them live well. With a health or exercise sciences degree from IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences, you will gain an in-depth understanding of the healthcare industry while preparing you for a variety of graduate and professional programs in health. And with Indy as your classroom, you will have clinical options within leading hospitals right in our backyard, as well as a degree from Indiana University, reputable leaders in the healthcare industry. It all starts here.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Pat Cherry Insurance Agency. We suggest you contact his team for all your insurance needs, whether it's family, car, business, or home. They're an insurance company to serve you. Give them a call at 317-894-7000. All right, Coach, 4th quarter time, and here we go. 1-point ball game.
It has been a great ball game. You know, and the 2 stars, Davis for Heritage, Gold for Cathedral, have not set much.
That's right.
It's going to be interesting to see how that plays into the rest of the game. I think if I'm not mistaken, Davis had about a 30-second rest, it seemed like. And I'm not sure Gold's been out of the game.
Well, here's one thing about it, too. And when Gold touched the basketball, that's when the Irish really took off in that third.
Exactly.
Shot in the lane, missed by Wilson.
Now,
here's Davis.
Nice.
Wow.
I'll tell you, she is so good at finishing. For somebody at whatever she is, 5'7".
5'7",
yeah.
they leave, yeah.
I mean, she finishes so well.
19 now for Davis. And Heritage leads it by 1 here in the 4th. How many times will Gold touch the basketball in this 4th quarter? We said in the 3rd one she did, Coach, she scored about every time.
And there was somebody there to help when she started to move back to the middle. Now they don't have a choice. They got to call something there. But
let's take a look at Davis's last layup.
Nice Euro. Really, really nice finish there. You know, if I'm Coach Finn, Gold touches it every time down court.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you can't forget that she's there, and she's working to get the basketball, it looks like. And, of course, I mean, you say, but she's got 24 points or whatever. Well, she still needs to touch it.
Well, here's the other thing, too. If she's going to touch it and they double or triple team her, somebody better get open.
That's exactly the point. And that's and Coach Finn knows that. And you'll notice they'll put some shooters around her. She backed off.
Well, she split the double team and still got the offensive rebound.
Yeah, they're going to get a push there.
Yeah, that was Jocelyn Marshall. We could see it from here. She extended her arms.
Absolutely. I mean, sometimes you don't give the official a choice. They've got to call it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, make me blow the whissle.
Exactly.
Here is Gold.
Oh.
Boy, there was contact underneath. Another offensive rebound for the Irish.
And
here's a three. Yes!
Nice shot.
Wilson.
And that's one of the things that happens when you are doubling, potentially even tripling. Oh, that's a tough shot there. That's off Gold. Yeah. Then you're leaving weak side open.
Yeah.
Whenever you double and triple.
That's her first three, by the way, since in the second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, she had a nice open look there and converted.
Well, you saw Gold talking to the official underneath. She thought that she got fouled on that rebound.
Exactly. And then she gets that one. So, I don't know. You know, it's. I feel sorry for the officials because they're in a no-win situation.
I don't think any of them ever are they?
No, they're not. Nice move, but couldn't finish. I mean,
by the way, Frost is back in the ballgame, Coach. So she got her in really quick with 4 fouls.
Well, oh my gosh, there was something. Oh my.
Well, that was a late call by the official on the other side, but she got it right on the over and back.
She did. I think Coach Weissman's looking at it and said, we've got to have her on the boards.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's what she's seeing. And Frost is a worker on the boards.
By the way, if I may, on the official that made the later call or the late call, is sometimes you don't, when you look at it, you're going, did I really see that?
You're 100% right.
That is Davis again for 3.
And I'll tell you this, I've had officials apologize because they've missed it. I mean, they're human, and they're going to miss some. And, you know, when I was a younger coach, I didn't understand that. As I got older and found out I couldn't coach, I did.
That's Gold in the lane. Yeah. Nice touch. She has 26. That's her first 2 points here in the second. Here's Davis.
And she's going to the line. Yep. They got to push in the back. She's...
Watch her right here. Just at the top of the key.
Nice.
So you pick your poison on her. If I come get her, she drives around me. If I don't, she hits the 3.
You know, sometimes you just have to, you hope that nobody else gets hot for that same team.
Yeah.
Because if they do, it's virtually impossible then, because now you've got to deal with 2 that can dominate you.
Exactly.
And because you're not going to stop Gold, you're not going to stop Davis, and it's being proven out.
Yeah.
These are 2 good defensive teams. These are 2 good basketball teams, and Gold and Davis are being able to do almost what they want to do.
Yep. Davis now with 24. And now Heritage leads it by 2, or take it by 1. That is Wilson.
Boy, I look at the amount of attention being paid to Gold right now. And there are going to be some kids that if they make it happen, if they step up, it's going to make it really hard on Heritage.
Shot on the way, no good.
Good block out.
Here's Davis.
Geary took Gold right out of rebounding position. Oh, nice pass. That's a really good pass and a really good seal.
Corinne Marshall with the bucket. Timeout on the floor.
That was as good a pass as you can make.
Yep. And right now, Heritage leads it by 3.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
It's very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid, getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Tam's Sweet and Savory Cafe. It's a new spot for breakfast or lunch. They're open Wednesday through Sunday. Try their classic breakfast and their baked goods. They're located in Lawrence. Coach recommends the Sloppy Joes with extra pickles as a great lunch. Check out Tans at 6427 Oaklandon Road for carry-out service 317-760-1640. What did the Irish talk about in that timeout?
Get the ball to goal.
There you go.
I mean, you don't have to be a very good coach to figure that out. And then, of course, now here's, oh my goodness.
Boy, there's a lot of contact there, and I'm not sure how Frost came out with the basketball, but she did.
Frost is a very strong young lady.
Three is missed by Frost.
She's just a really good basketball player. I love the way she plays the game.
Quickly down the floor.
Oh, my.
Here is a three on the way. No good by Wilson. Under 4 to go.
Right now, if you're Heritage, you're probably looking for a good shot. Now, I would have it in Davis's hands at some point in time. But they're also face guarding her.
Yeah. That is Klein. He was not leaving her side. Of course, that's a tough guard for Klein.
Oh, my. It's a tough guard for anybody.
Davis.
Oh, nice pass.
Three on the way. Nope. Marshall missed it.
She got ridden out a little bit and still got it.
Baseline by Corin Marshall. No. And the offensive
she
rebound.
Missed it. Oh, my goodness.
They're
going to get a jump ball there.
Gary missed a point-blank shot.
And they missed two really point-blank shots.
Yeah.
And the second one was nobody contesting.
Yeah.
But it happens. I mean, it happens.
She might have been freaking out because she was too wide open.
Oh, look at this. Oh, my goodness. Somebody was asleep.
Yeah, they were. Marshall with the easy two. Corinne.
Cathedral wasn't ready to play defense, it didn't look like.
Yeah, I'm not sure they were sure the ball was even inbounded.
Agreed.
Going to work it inside. Shot on the way, missed by Lewis. Offensive rebound, put back goal. 28.
It's too early for Heritage to kind of try to take a lot of time off, but at the same time, you don't want to throw up silly shots.
Well, here's another three on the way, missed.
Yeah, you got to call that. That's going to be 1-on-1 now.
Take a look at it.
See, they're walking.
Yeah.
That almost looks like a trick play.
Yeah.
Because the Heritage kid was walking too.
Here is Lewis.
All right, so now the question mark comes. All right, now if she hits these two, it's a 1-point game. Now you definitely you shouldn't be taking a lot of time off. You got to get the first good shot you can get.
Exactly.
I mean, the game is still up, so now we've got a one-possession game. When you got a two-possession, then maybe at that point in time with under 3, you start looking to only get the really good shot. I don't think you can do that now.
Lewis, number 2, yes. Lewis 3 of 4 from the line. Heritage will get it to Davis.
Nice screen.
Davis.
Oh, and she got, oh my gosh.
Wow.
What a nice over-the-top scoop.
26 for Davis. I'm not sure how she made that.
She's been incredible.
Got that over gold somehow. Irish down by 3. Here's a 3 on the way.
Good again.
Wilson with her 4th three-pointer.
We are seeing a classic game right now. This is a great basketball game.
So we're back to where we started. Nothing decided as of yet.
Under 2 minutes left, 49-49. Could we say 4 extra minutes?
Maybe. Here's Davis.
Oh, no.
Here is Corinne with 3.
Wow.
Corinne Marshall.
My goodness. Big shot after big shot.
7 for Corinne Marshall in the 4th quarter alone. Back to a 3-point lead. Here's another 3 on the way.
And
the
rebound.
That was off.
All right, now let's see what they do here now. Now you're looking at it from Heritage and you're saying, get timeout. My guess is she's going to set something up.
Timeout on the floor. We're going to keep it right here and remind you tonight's game brought to you in part by Pat Cherry Insurance Agency. We suggest you contact his team for all your insurance needs, family, car, business, and home. They're an insurance company to serve you. For more information, give them a call at 317-894-7000. And also, tonight's game brought to you in part by Jack's Donuts. Great donuts made fresh every day. They have great tasting coffee. Jack's Donuts at 9105 East 56th Street or at Jack's in your neighborhood. Jack's Donuts, the official donut of IndianaSRN. Seen some of the big shots made there by
unbelievable.
Only Marshall, but Davis. I got to go back to that Davis layup she made. I mean, she had gold all over her there, and she still had enough body control.
You know, she did. She had the body control. She flipped it back over her. She had her body between she and Gold.
Yeah.
But Gold has 6 inches on her.
Yeah.
And so you would think that the length, but man, she just, to convert that, there are 10 players in the city that can convert that shot.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an incredible shot under the pressure she was on from Layla Gold. And now we're at 1:15. Timeout was called. As you said earlier, now you got 1:15 remaining, and you're going to see a lot of pressure here. Can you hold it that long?
No, probably not. But at the same time, you're going to take the layup if it's there. I don't believe that they'll just put it in the deep freeze. Okay, so she pulls it out. See, all right, now, yeah, they're going high with it.
Well, I don't like that out there, though, Coach, with Gold out there against Frost.
Okay, there's a foul. It's only their 6th. Well, what you don't want to do is dribble to your teammate and pull another defender there.
Yeah.
Which is what they did there. You'd like to keep it spread, and you really want to go vertical more than horizontal.
Yeah.
So vertical meaning going towards the basket. And they were stuck out there, but that's good defense. I mean, you know, if you don't let her get the angle, then you're not going to allow it. See, now Davis can do that.
Under a minute. After the game, we'll name the Piper Logistics Player of the Game. Davis got fouled.
And that is 1-1. Because that's what you're looking to do. When you're almost a 70% shooting free throw team, you want to go to the line.
Yeah.
Okay?
And by the way, tonight, Davis is 3 of 4.
It's a pretty good percentage. Oh. All right.
Well,
now they're one possession. Let's see how. I mean, I'm going to get it to Gold if I can. Okay, and she does have it. Okay. And notice they're doubling her out there.
Yep.
Which means somebody is wide open somewhere.
30 seconds remaining here for the Irish, down by 3. And another timeout for the Irish.
I think that takes them down to 1. But you'll notice that they were doubling up on Gold wherever she got the ball, even 22 feet away.
Yep. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Ref Reps. It's designed in partnership with numerous state high school associations. They help officials to hone their skills and promote unity in the officiating world. Ref Reps is for the new official as well as the seasoned veteran. Contact refreps.com. All right, we always put your coaching hat on here. 26 seconds remaining. Do you want to get a quick 2 and then foul, or how do you want to handle this one?
I would get the ball inside to Gold.
Okay.
And let her try to convert inside.
Okay.
1-1 is what they're going to be shooting for the next couple of fouls anyway. So you've got time to do that.
Yeah.
All right. And then because of Gold's size, maybe she's got a +1 anyway.
You're right.
So I probably wouldn't settle for the 3. Now, Heritage also knows that.
Yeah, exactly.
So who wins the battle there?
We're going to find out right now. 3 timeouts remaining.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my. 5-second call.
Wow. That's a gutsy call right there.
30-second timeout here by Heritage. That is, they are now down to their final 2. Only 1 timeout remaining now for the Irish. Yeah, got to get that ball in play somehow.
You do. Well, the Cathedral kids were just standing.
Yeah.
After the out of bounds player got the ball, They had a couple quick moves to start with, and then it stopped. See, watch right here. See that?
Yeah,
I mean,
nobody went to the basketball or anything.
Nothing. Which, again, these are young kids. And sometimes, no matter how well coached you are.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens.
You kind of what we call a brain fart. I mean, it's kind of like that inbound play down here.
Exactly. Very much so.
So now Heritage will inbound. You see the pressure now put on by the Irish.
It's going to be a screen set. And that's exactly who you'd want to get it. Oh, nice. Very nice. Now, they'll slow it down here. Well, they weren't given a chance to. So now, if she hits both free throws, that kind of changes the game plan now. Now you've got to have 2 possessions, and one of them needs to be a 3.
That's right. Frost, by the way, is 3 of 5 from the line.
She's a sophomore. It'll be interesting to see how that translates.
And this is a little bit different because her teammates are off the line as well.
There you go. Well, I used to take my team off the line near the end of games because they were naturally aggressive. And you never know when they're going to get an over-the-back call. You don't know what officials are necessarily going to be looking for in that last part of the game.
Second one is on the way. A little better arc on that one.
Yes. You have 2 possessions now. Now they're going to have to rush this up.
That is gold. 13 seconds and another timeout.
That
Final
may be
timeout.
it. Yeah, that may be it for her. But they were getting nothing done. Go ahead.
I was going to say, did you notice the coaching staff there for Cathedral was pointing to their head? You got to think. You got to look up at the clock.
Exactly. Let's understand what the circumstances are.
Yeah.
Where are we at? And we don't have time to play.
Yeah.
This is time we got to go. Now, they'll get a quick shot off now. Now, the question is, I personally would probably not settle for the 3 right now. You got to have 1 of each.
Yeah.
All right, so I'd probably get the 2. Well, they don't have a timeout. Forget that.
So they may have to go for the 3.
They may have to go for and hope they get something quick.
Yeah. So you get the 3, let's say you get the 3, and then as soon as it's inbound, you got to foul.
There's 2 things there. They can't stop the clock. If the ball goes through the hoop and there's 5 seconds or less on the clock,
can't do anything.
No. So if you're Heritage, you don't even take the ball out of bounds.
Yeah.
You grab the ball and you just hang. Now, if you let it roll away, they're going to stop the clock.
Yeah.
So grab it and hang on to it.
Here's gold.
The clock never did start.
No, it didn't. And the 3 on the way is no good. This game probably should have been over already.
Yeah, I mean, the officials didn't even notice. But there was probably a solid second that didn't go off the clock then.
Yeah. Well, I would love to see the replay on that if we could ever see it on how much time, but we can't tell right now.
No, because they don't have the shot clock. I mean, if you had that above them, you'd be able to tell, but you can't.
But there, you're right. I think it was maybe even more than a second, because by the time I looked up, you noticed it, and it still hadn't started.
I mean, it's and those are the things. Now, those are things, honestly, if you're the away team.
Yeah.
Whether or not there's any, I mean, obviously, Cathedral would never do that intentionally, but if you're the away team, that's your first thought.
Exactly. Well, and listen, let's be honest, sometimes they get caught up in the emotions and watching the game.
It's impossible. I've done that, and that is a job that is extremely difficult. And you're right, at the end of the game, you're like everybody else.
Yeah.
You're watching the game.
By the way, Lewis fouled out of the ball game, and so Eckler's back. Take that back. Huff is back in. Yeah, that would drive you nuts because you're looking up and the clock's not starting. You're going crazy, and
that's happened to me. I mean, honestly, and we sometimes forget that they're human.
Yeah,
and it just happens, and there's nothing that would ever be intentional. Just happens. Now, if I'm coach and she hits these, I'm probably going to call a timeout because I've got them, and I'm just going to say, here's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Stay away from everybody.
Yeah, let her go.
Let her go.
Second free throw here by Geary is missed. Shot the air ball. She knew she missed it. She just takes off.
Yeah. Okay, now, Heritage, do not. Yeah. See, she's saying, leave it alone. Nothing. I'd make them pick it up.
Yeah.
There you go.
So a heave at the basket. That's going to do it. And how about this? The number 2 seed, Heritage Christian Eagles, win the championship 55-49. What a game.
Outstanding basketball game. And these are the games that are fun for broadcasters to do.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of action. It's a lot of good basketball. And I'll tell you, there's nothing like high school basketball.
Yeah. And we can analyze it a little bit more too, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know, sometimes we can sound like we know what we're talking about, and sometimes not.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to see the trophy presentation here in a moment, and then we'll name the Piper Logistics Player of the Game. But congratulations to the Eagles. See if we can pick up a little bit on the public address announcer on the announcements. Well, even though they were 12-4 coming in and Cathedral was 9-9, I would venture to say that most thought that the favorite coming in would have been the Irish. Am I right?
Absolutely. Number one, the Irish had beaten them earlier in the year.
Yeah.
That was a 4-point game, but that still can be an advantage to the winning team.
Yeah.
And second of all, they had played a tougher schedule.
Yep.
And as a result, those 9 losses were kind of misleading, to say the least.
Yeah.
So, I think most would be. There's a reason why they were the number 1 seed.
Exactly. All right, Coach, let's name the Piper Logistics Player of the Game. I think we all have a vote here that probably Maya Davis, who finished tonight with unofficially 26 points.
I've seen a lot of basketball this year, and she's as good a basketball player as I've seen.
Yeah.
And I think she just had an incredible game. And when it got really difficult, she carried them.
She did, and she hit some tough shots too. There were times there were players hanging all over, and she was still able to make the tough shots. So congratulations to Maya Davis of Heritage Christian. She is the Piper Logistics Player of the Game. So the championship is in the books. Want to thank the entire crew for all the great job they did during the entire tournament. Coach, good to see you again, sir.
Nice seeing you. Thank you.
Always good to see Coach Weems. And, of course, again, thanks to everybody that has been a part of the broadcast here tonight. As, again, Heritage Christian wins it 55-49.